What we've done at UC Irvine is concentrate on whole building retrofits that question every design assumption that originally went into the buildings that we've attacked. And it's not as difficult as it sounds in a way, because in a university, every lab building is pretty similar. All the parking structures are similar. All the classroom and office buildings are similar. So what we do is we perfect one, or optimize, I should say. We optimize one of those projects, and when we get it right, get all the bugs out, then we just scale it out across the whole campus. In doing this, we tried to change our culture a little bit. I guess actually we did this without even planning to change the culture, but it turns out we apply 3 principles to every one of these projects every time, and this is what our culture is now. So the first thing is, in every project we attack, we aim to save 50% energy. In other words, we're going to improve energy efficiency 50%. Number 2 is, we question everything in terms of the initial design assumptions that went into that building. Everything. And the third thing is, we find the places where we can apply sensors or software to deliver just the right amount of energy at just the right time. And the point of that is, we're trying to reverse the practice that went into these buildings of over-designing them based upon worst-case parameters. That's the way all these buildings were designed. This is exactly the opposite, the approach of going through a building or through a campus, in our case, and trying to find the low-hanging fruit. Exactly the opposite. We're looking comprehensively at buildings from top to bottom. And it's exactly the opposite of going through a building and looking for places where you can bolt on improvements or plug in improvements. It's much more comprehensive than that. And I've been amazed at the results. They've actually exceeded my expectations, and I have pretty high expectations. Again and again and again, we've found that projects, when you approach them this way, they've saved more than 50%. And in fact, we're approaching a point where the whole campus, not just one building, hundreds of buildings across an entire campus, will have cut our energy 50%. Now that's not 50% since we started the challenge, because we started doing this before the challenge, so it's a different baseline. But we do think that the challenge of 20% by 2020 is too low, and so we said we'll double up on that. We'll do 40% by 2020. We've actually found that inefficiency had been designed into every building we've attacked. And it was much more inefficiency that had been designed in than we ever expected to find. And so that's really our story. We looked at it that way. We apply those 3 principles. They sound almost naive when you hear them, but in truth, in combination, they've been very powerful and really work for us. That's our story.